Hello, everybody, and welcome. I'm Jessie. This is Playful Moon Tarot. So grateful to have you here today. In today's Pick a Card, we are going to be getting advice on a situation that you are currently going through, and all of the timestamps will be linked down below. And if you want to book a personal reading, my website is also linked down below. And if you want, you can also follow along on Instagram for daily tarot, which is also linked down below. Let's get into your guys' readings. Hello, Group 1, and welcome to your reading. You guys were drawn to the Lover's card. And with this, as I was doing the meditation, I really feel for a lot of you that are going to be drawn to this read that this has something to do with a romantic partnership that's in your life right now. And if it doesn't and you're single, this is talking about deepening a relationship with yourself in a certain area. And the Bracken card came out. And what the Bracken card talks about is patience and really believing in magic, even if you can't see it, right? And then the little opal crystal came out as your guys' little crystal allies, the little opal star. And now I'm going to pull some tarot to get into the reading. But I'm feeling for the people that are in a relationship. Maybe you guys just recently had a little bit of a falling out. And what I'm getting is trusting the process, trusting that the communication that was difficult needed to happen, and to be patient and give you guys time to kind of like think on things. And for those that are single, what this is talking about patience-wise is I feel like there's something you guys are trying to manifest or work through. And it's going to require some patience on your guys' part. Hold on one second. And with that patience, there will be some really good growth that I feel like it's really going to deepen an understanding of a part of yourself. It's like I thought there was one more card down there. Okay. And so the cards that came out are the Two of Pentacles, Two of Cups, the Star, the Tower, Four of Wands, and Six of Wands. And so I'm going to kind of do this in two different directions, okay? Because I feel like a big part of you are going to be drawn to this in regards to a relationship that you have with somebody, as well as for those that are single, that are deepening the relationship and an understanding within themselves. So the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. You guys are juggling a couple things, and Spirit is saying to celebrate the little successes, celebrate where you intertwine, okay, where you interweave. Take some time to celebrate. And I feel like you guys, some of you are really stuck in a dark place right now. And for some of you, you guys know what the situation is that led to this place. For others, you have a little bit of a challenging circumstance coming up along the way. Most of you that will see this reading will know what that challenging circumstance is. For some of you, you haven't quite found it yet, but don't fear, because when it happens, you guys are going to have the strength to overcome it, because the Star card is also here. So this lets me know that when you guys find yourself in the dark, trust that what is being shown to you in that time will help you to find your way back to the light, okay? So I see conflicts being resolved. I see differences of opinions, differences of how you guys want to do things being resolved. And for those that are single, there's a sense that you guys will eventually have that breakthrough moment where you are able to have patience with yourself, and that will allow that knowledge that needs to come forward to come forward. And there might be some changes that you guys need to make and how you approach these situations. And for some of you, I do see marriage. I do see maybe some of you are fighting in regards to maybe one person wants to take the relationship a little bit further. Maybe the other person isn't quite ready yet, but that doesn't mean that there's not commitment and love here, because I do see a really beautiful outcome for everybody. But all of those outcomes are just going to be a little bit different. For the people that are single, you guys are moving towards, they're telling me, a more stable community. So whatever that means for you, but there's stability there. You guys are going through a little bit of a process right now, and they're telling me that shedding some of those old ways of thinking, old ways of doing things. I'm hearing old ways of manifesting. So however that resonates for you, there's going to be a change that really allows like a really big growth spurt to come through. And you just have to trust and believe that you guys are capable of doing that. There's some real magic that you guys can't see that's happening in the background. And Spirit wants you to know that it's happening. It's happening in the dark, in the quiet of night. There's a real sense of a real breakthrough. So, and they're also saying paying attention to the moon. Pay attention to the moon. Pay attention to the moon. So the moon cycles, looking into new moon, full moon, how those correlate, and also what sign they're in. Is it a full moon in Libra? Is it a full moon in Pisces? Because all of that will kind of have a different effect on you. So they really, for some of you, the ones that feel drawn to the moon, go inward and do a little bit of research too, and see which ones resonate with you guys as far as the moon cycles, to really start to pay attention to, because they're really highlighting this little star up here when I'm talking about the moon. They're saying that it's really going to have some breakthrough moments for you guys as well. And with the Six of Wands, that's a very, very positive outcome. Despite the turbulence, despite this tower moment that you guys have, there is a positive outcome. So you guys might need to take a break for those that are in a relationship. And for those that are single, that are really feeling in the dark right now, the biggest message is to just trust this process and trust that it just needs a little bit more time to grow, and that you guys are going to find your way to what you guys want. Because I feel like what you guys are seeking lies here with the Six of Wands and the Four of Wands, which is really a successful, stable outcome. There's really a sense of wanting stability and success where you are in your life, success in the relationship, or success for yourself, developing a deeper understanding of your soul. And those are really the trust. If I was going to name this reading anything, it would just simply be trust. Like, they just keep showing me that word, trusting. Trust the other person, trust in yourself, trust that what you hold dear holds you dear too. Okay. So for those of you that are in a partnership, your partner holds you very dear to their heart, even in those moments of conflict. And for yourself, for those that are single, there is that part of you that loves you so much, that's coming from your soul essence right now, that really wants you to reach back in within and make that connection. And it's so beautiful the way that they're showing me how everything is intertwining and weaving together. So I hope something in that message resonated with you guys. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, love yourself, trust yourself, and believe in yourself. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Hello, Group 2, and welcome to your reading. You guys were drawn to the Hanged Man card, and the Hanged Man talks about looking at something with a different perspective. Taking a pause moment to see kind of where our thoughts are, where they're leading us, and actually inviting in a different perspective. And the Aconite card also came out, which talks about all the wisdom and knowledge that we have, and then expanding upon that and really allowing for some new ideas, maybe trying a new hobby, learning about a new topic, something like that that calls to your interest. Maybe that has never called to you before and all of a sudden you're interested in it. And then also the crystal ally that popped out is the little golden amethyst star. And so now I'm going to pull some tarot to get deeper into this message. But there is a real sense of really wanting to expand your guys' knowledge, expand your wisdom, expand and learn something new. And for some of you, you guys might know what this situation is, and you guys might think that you have things kind of figured out, but this really is a moment to think about if somebody's kind of given you a new train of thought recently, if somebody's maybe kind of questioned you a little bit in that sense of, you know, is that what you really think? Well, what about this? How does this bounce off of what you guys are thinking? And yeah, okay, so the tarot cards that came out are the Knight of Swords, the Nine of Coins, King of Coins, the Pisces card, Ten of Coins, and Earth. And I feel like this Knight of Swords, I feel like you guys are really charging forward with that knowledge. You guys are really going forth and you guys want to share the knowledge that you have. You guys want to, I'm getting even like writing books, writing articles, like you guys really want to put it out there. Your guys' thoughts, your guys' ideas, your guys' wisdom, maybe even sharing a personal story, writing like a memoir or something like that is what I'm really picking up on. And I feel like it will be successful because you've got the Nine of Coins right there next to it. So I feel like you would charge forth, right? And it would be successful. But if you pause for a moment, they're saying like gain some wisdom, gain a little bit more wisdom, really allow yourself to be open to new ideas, because what they're showing me is that yes, you could be successful with the Nine of Coins, but if you really allow some more knowledge to come in, they're saying it can be even that much more successful, because then we have the Ten of Coins right here. And there's really that sense of taking it up just a notch, right? Really going all the way and being open to a deeper understanding, a deeper knowledge, a deeper truth. And they're saying it will help the collective. There's really only like another couple little nuggets to this they're showing me to really complete it and make it that Ten of Coins. And they're saying even if you don't fully believe or live by what this other piece of knowledge is, it's meant to be shared. It's meant to complement what you guys have to share. Kind of like, in addition to this is how I see things, we can also look at it like this. And so I hope that makes sense. It's like they're just saying that there's this like this little, it's like a little bit of extra icing on that. And the Pisces card came out, and they're really just saying, like, go with the flow. The Pisces card, it's really just wanting me to focus on the element of water, and water being able to change and adapt and go with the flow. They really want to lovingly encourage you to change and adapt and go with the flow of this newness that's coming in, this new thing that you're being drawn to. It could be a hobby. It could be learning how to write in a different style. It could be learning a different form of meditation. There's really not a super clear answer because it's going to be different for all of you. But whatever this new, and it could even be a physical activity. They're showing me a soccer ball. Expanding your physical realms too will also help. And getting grounded to really bring it down here to the earthly plane. There's a real sense of being grounded in this knowledge. And because they're saying it's going to do like the world get, so Earth is like kind of the world card right now. And they're saying that your knowledge that you want to share is going to have an effect here on Earth. And they really are encouraging you to keep charging forth, right? Keep going. But the Knight of Swords, they're just saying, can be a little too quick sometimes. And sometimes when we're too quick, we might miss something. And that's where it's like that one more thing, right? To take it from the 9 to the 10. Take it from the 9 to the 10. That little bit of extra will just bring about that little bit of extra knowledge that will really help the collective, is what they're showing me. And they're even saying, look, like that. So this arrow is like the idea, and it's hitting you like right in your head, right in the center of your, it's like one more, it's like it really wants to pierce through. They're really showing me to just allow it to just go ahead and come through. Don't turn away from it. Whatever it is that's calling to you, it's that last little piece. It's the last little piece. And they're showing me the last little piece of a puzzle being put into place, and then the whole picture, and then you have it. So hopefully something in that message resonated with you. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, love yourself, trust yourself, and believe in yourself. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Hello, Group 3, and welcome to your reading. You guys were drawn to the Justice card, and the Justice card talks about many things, also including balancing, staying centered, staying focused on our inner peace, because the other card that came out is the Alder card, and this talks about some upcoming conflicts or a current conflict that you just found yourself in, and it really encourages you to take a step back from that initial spark of the argument and find balance and try to be the mediator instead of any type of retaliatory words that we might regret saying later. And so I'm going to pull some tarot, but the crystal ally that came out is a little green aventurine star. So that might be a good crystal for you guys to pick up during this phase. And what I'm really feeling is it is important to speak your truth, but it's more important to speak it from a place of love than of anger and hurt feelings. There's a sense that the conflict that might have just happened, it could also be legal matters. You guys could have also something with a contract even maybe didn't go right. And they're just saying that more hostile words are going to lead to more hostile actions. Trying to find a resolution right now that you feel good with is going to be key in this. Because even though it might feel good in the moment to speak from that place of anger so that we can get it off of our chest, we later, I mean, how many times have I spoken out of anger and then later been like, wow, I really wish I didn't say that. It felt great at the time that I said it, but now it doesn't feel so great that it's, and it could be your truth, right? But they're saying that just because it's your truth, we have to be careful with how we share our truth with people. And so the cards that came out in the tarot are the Empress, the Star, the Six of Swords, the King of Wands, the Devil, and the Five of Cups. And they're saying that the anger and the hostility is only holding us back from a resolution. And I feel like the emotions were really strong. Five of Cups can be really a challenging card because it really talks about a place where our emotions, we feel very broken. We're very upset. And I feel definitely this fiery energy coming up for sure. And I too have been very fiery in my past. I used to be very, I'm just going to be really honest. I used to be a rageaholic many moons ago, like over 10 years ago. I've done a lot of healing. And there's a lot of things that happened that when I spoke from a place of anger, I really regretted it later. Like it felt very cathartic in the moment. But what I realized is that it's okay that it's my truth. And it's okay to share your truth. But we still need to be mindful of how we share that truth. And so for anybody that's feeling very quick with the tongue, this is just a moment to really make sure that we think on things and balance out what we really want to say. Like we can balance out how we're feeling with what is with a more loving approach of communicating that. And the King of Wands, I just feel like this fiery, even though he's very fiery, and this is not gender specific, so I'm just going with the picture here. Even when we feel very fiery, they're saying journal out the fire. Talk about it maybe with somebody that's not directly involved and say, hey, I need to express my anger so that I can get that off my chest, right? And clear that energy. And then allow for those more loving words to come in. Because we can still speak our truth, but speak it without our tongues being so sharp, is what they're really showing me. Because when we do that, it enables us to, like when we sleep on things, like something really upsetting happens and it's like, you know what, I'm going to sleep on this. I'm going to come back to it tomorrow. And I've noticed that once I made that change too, like I can still get really fiery, but now I know how to sit with myself and sit with my fire and sit with my anger and figure out what it's trying to tell me. And then I can more articulate, I can't even say the word. I can articulate it better once I've had a chance to sit with it. And they're just saying that it's okay. They want to acknowledge that for some of you, you feel really in the dark because of this Five of Cups moment that you guys felt was really defeating, really disappointing, really upsetting. But when we don't learn how to articulate our words in a more positive way, and I'm not talking about like that false, like toxic positivity that's always just positive no matter what. I'm just saying more of like, I was really upset when this happened, it really hurt my feelings that trying to use the I statements, like, this is how your words affected me, this is what I took it to mean, can help really clear some things up. Sometimes it's just a misunderstanding. But they're saying sitting in the dark with your thoughts can feel like a really lonely place, but it's actually a place that you can connect with spirit and get more in touch with that side that understands how to nurture. The Empress is very nurturing, very motherly, very supportive of everyone, right? Everyone on the planet. She is this mother energy that's nurturing and loving. And what they're saying is that when you're sitting in the dark with your emotions and you're feeling really upset about stuff, try to use that time to connect with spirit, with your guides, with that part of you, that inner knowing, and nourish yourself. Take a hot bubble bath. Watch one of your favorite movies. Curl up in one of your favorite blankets. Journal. Punch a pillow. Find those constructive ways to soothe yourself and nourish yourself, but also find a good, healthy release for that anger, that disappointment, that frustration, that sharp tongue that we can tend to have, right, when we're feeling very spicy. And I just want to say I feel like a totally different person when I learned how to do this, and it really helped me to understand. And I really feel like my relationships have gotten better on the outside as well as the relationship on the inside. And when I sit in those quiet spaces with my anger, things get resolved a lot quicker than when I just keep spouting my anger and spouting this and spouting that, right? Like, there's a sense of being able to go into those quiet spaces, realize we can use our words to be destructive, or we can use our words to communicate how we feel and find resolution. And they're saying that it will lead to calmer waters, and you guys are moving into calmer waters by clearing up some of these maybe potentially misunderstandings, harsh words. Really try to take a moment to find that lesson and they're really saying just find ways to soothe yourself and nurture yourself, because they keep bringing me back to the Empress card. Really find a way to give yourself some grace in those spaces and some love. And they're also wanting me to say that anger is a secondary emotion, and so to be very mindful of what the first emotion is that happened. Did you feel hurt by somebody? Did you feel attacked? Like, what's the underlining thing that's happening, the undercurrent that's just below the anger? So for me, it was always sadness, a deep, deep, deep sadness that I covered up with my anger. And when I learned to work with my anger a little bit better, it really unlocked some magic for me. So I really hope that some magic gets unlocked for you guys. And I'm sending you guys lots of love, lots of light. I'm going to send out just a little bit of Reiki energy for anybody that wants it. I'm going to have my guide work on that. So if you want a little bit of Reiki energy, all you have to do is say yes. If no, no worries, no big deal. I do hope that something in this message resonated with you. And I really hope that you guys are able to find moments of stillness and peace within those spaces. So if something in that message resonated, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, love yourself, trust yourself, and believe in yourself. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.